Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for. You've been searching in the dark, your sweat soaking through the floor. And buried in your bones, there's an ache that you can't ignore. Taking your breath, stealing your mind, and all that was real is left behind. Don't fight it, it's coming for you, running at you. It's only this moment, don't care what comes after. Your fever dream, can't you see, getting closer? Just surrender, cause you feel the feeling taking over. It's fire, it's freedom, it's flooding open. It's the preacher and the prophet and your blind devotion. There's something breaking at the brink of every wall that's holding all that you know. So tell me, do you wanna go? Where it's covered in all the colored lights, where the runaways are running the night. Impossible comes true, it's taking over you. It's the greatest show. We light it up, we won't come down, and the sun can't stop us now. Watching it come true, it's taking over you. This is the greatest show.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to the Super Rink in Blaine, Minnesota. It's the Shattuck St. Mary Sabres taking on the BK Selects. Your starting lineup for Coach Ellie's squad: Tommy Cinquino, Evie Belanger, Brooklyn Ligda up front, Jaden Krushelniski and Andy Hall on D, and number 35, Quinn Kelly, Big Q, in net. 15 minutes on the clock to get this contest underway, and the Sabres are working from right to left. If you're listening on the radio, benches are on the far side. Is going to be coming as he ligged on the forecheck, and BK throws it into the hands of Andy Hall. Sabres wearing their home whites with the maroon and black piping around the shoulders, and they got a nice 1.5 wide band of maroon and black around the arms, waist, and socks. Black shells along with the black gloves and black helmet. BK Selects is wearing, looks like black with powder blue numbers, white piping around that. Numbers, the letters are in white. Blue numbers, piping of blue and all the way around the armbands, waist, and socks. And the shells are going to be black with a vertical white and powder blue stripe. Out there now for the Sabres is going to be Pape and Monaco on D. Coming in is going to be the Selects, and they throw it in the right wing corner for Monaco. Monaco knocks it free. gives it up here to Patak. Patak going to drag it forward. At center gets chopped at by the Selects. They're going to pick up the loose change. In the left wing corner, Selects going to work. Charlotte Lee on the forecheck for the Sabres. Coming in is going to be Juliana Golden, and now the one-man wrecking crew, Elaine Monaco, heads to the slot. Right wing face-off dot. Selects cut it off. Coming out here in front of Gianna. One-on-one in front of G. High right side blue line. Monaco going to take it all the way down. Shot right over the glove of Kelly, and it swings off to the far side towards Pape now on the left wing corner. Down low comes Eva Molnar towards Monaco. Left post. Monaco's going to cut it off. We're going to get a whistle as the net is off, and there's 13:20 to go here in the first period. I remembered to take off the starting soon graphic in this contest. Yesterday I had a couple of issues of forgetting to turn off the ice cut intermission graphic, starting soon. We got that one squared away. Out there now for the Maroon Marauders is going to be Cinquino and Ligda in the slot, along with Krushelnyski right behind Ligda in front of Kelly. Eva Belanger, the pride of Quebec, going to take your draw on the left wing face-off dot to the right of Kelly's blocker. And in the left wing corner is going to be Andy Hall. Face-off one for Cinquino is going to send it down. That's going to slide towards the netminder of BK. And Brooklyn Ligda on the forecheck forced the goaltender to play it. Makes a move around. Krushelnyski got a piece of it, slowed it up of the attack of the Selects. And here they come in a 3-on-2 the other way. Poke check by Krushelnyski at the blue line. She's going to pick up the loose change on the far side. Now towards the penalty boxes. Headman's at Belanger. Belanger steps inside. She got Cinquino in the slot. Belanger fires one over in the left wing corner. Puck slides out to the near side blue line. And it's thrown into the left wing corner by Andy Hall. Selects regain control, pushing it out here to the near side, heading towards Dylan King. Cut off by Andy Hall. King gets on the offensive side. She just gets crushed in the back. No call on that one. Into the corner. And that was Andy Hall. Monaco going to take it up. Picked up top of the right circle by BK. Over to the far side. Firing a shot. Blocked by Conklin. In the left wing corner. Swatted away by Monaco. And it slides over here to the near side for King. King, right wing hash marks, near side. Try to push it up to Charlotte Lee. Picked off by the Selects into the slot towards Monaco. Firing a shot, saved by Quinn Kelly. We're going to get a whistle. And the puck is not, her stick is knocked away by Charlotte Lee, and the girl from BK complaining about her stick getting knocked out of her hands by Charlotte. At 12:18 to go here in the period. Referee having some words for the forward from BK. That's the defenseman, actually. So Belanger going to take the draw. Ligda, Monaco, and Cinquino on the slot. And it'll be Pape on the half wall. In the left wing offensive zone circle for BK to the right of Kelly. Face-off won by BK. Out comes Ligda, pushing it out the blue line, kept in by the Selects. Picked off by Belanger, who's going to chip one out of the zone towards Cinquino. And it's going to be collected by the Selects, who fans on it. The defenseman tried to make a pass. Ligda picked it off, and it picked up the left wing corner. Ligda going to chip it down low. She's pinned in by two. Here comes Cinquino. Belanger at the bottom of the left circle looking for the puck to squirt out. Monaco at the left point, and Pape on the right side. Picked up by Cinquino, sends over to Belanger, right corner. Belanger fires a shot, blocked by the defenseman. In behind the net, puck comes out here to the far side, lost track of the puck. Golden covering D. Pape stuffs it at the penalty boxes and sends it over here to the near side for Cinquino, who sends it in the left wing corner, and the Sabres get a line change. It's Golden on the forecheck now, tying it up out towards Belanger, thrown away by the Sabres, or for the Selects, sent in the zone by Krushelnyski, and the Sabres touch up offsides. Here comes Elena Monaco on the forecheck. Selects pulling it at their own blue line, goes cross ice here towards Adrian Erickson. Rocky out on the forecheck, Rocky in the play down. Kelly ties it up behind the net, and it's going to be Krushelnyski coming down low to get it along with Eva Molnar. Molnar in the left wing corner in a 2-on-2 battle with Krushelnyski. Down comes Golden and Erickson. Puck squirts out to the far side for Juliana. Juliana pushing it up the ice. She's got Elena up the ice, couldn't get it to her. Golden sends it in down the left wing corner. It's Monaco on the forecheck coming down low. Forced to throw it away quick on the far side, chipped out past Molnar, and here comes the Selects the other way in front of Erickson. Poke check by Adrian in the left wing corner. Selects going to pick it up, left wing hash ball. Blocked by Rocky once again, and a loose change for Molnar. Molnar trying to push it up to Golden, no go, tied up in a 2-on-2. Juliana going to make her way down to that play. She pushes the girl off, gets inside of it. Girl didn't like it, slashed her. Golden throws it down the ice. We're going to get an icing as soon as the Selects get to it, and we're going to bring that one all the way back. 10:33 to go here in the first period. And an offensive zone face-off for BK. And Coach Ellie completes the line change. Out there now is going to be Patak in the slot along with Monaco and Conklin. Charlotte Lee going to take your face-off, and Andy Hall in the left wing corner. Hall gets the draw. She slaps at it quick, trying to throw it out to Conklin. Kept in by BK, thrown right back left wing hash marks, picked off by Monaco into the hands of Charlotte Lee. Lee tied up in the slot, now towards Michael, fires a shot. Over the net of Kelly in the back of the corner. Bodied off by Monaco, picked up by Charlotte Lee. Lee on the far side, headmans it to Conklin. Conklin one hands it forward, loose change, Conklin took out two. Knocked off the puck in for Charlotte Lee. Into the hands of Gianna, who sends it in deep. Monaco sends it down, spinning dime puck behind the net of BK, who sends it over here to the near side. Coming in is Charlotte Lee, tossed out to G, bounces over her stick, and be picked up by Andy Hall in front of the Sabre blue line. Sends it over to Gianna on the far side. G picking it up in front of the Select benches, sends it in deep, and the puck goes down behind the goal of Select. Picked up here by Ligda. Ligda, the high elbow, pushing it back behind the net for Cinquino. The defenseman throws it up off the glass, bouncing towards Hall, but it's knocked down by the Selects. Kept in by Hall. She fires a shot, and saved by the goaltender directed to the left corner for Belanger. Belanger poke checked it in the left corner for Ligda. Back to Eva Belanger. Belanger sends it over to Ligda. Bouncing, carrying puck in the left wing corner for Belanger and Cinquino trapping left and right in the right corner. Cinquino hooks it up. Knocked down by Belanger at the right wing hash marks. Cut off by Cinquino. And it's a 3-on-2 battle. Cinquino and Belanger versus three Selects. Now the one backs off. Belanger makes a move bottom right circle, trying to get it to Ligda, and the Selects snuff it out. Over glass and out of play it goes at 9-12 by the Selects, and we'll get a whistle and a face-off in the offensive zone for the Sabres as they complete the line change. Out there now is going to be Juliana Golden, going to head over to the slot. Dylan King on the right wing half wall, and Eva Molnar going to take your face-off. Pape and Krushelnyski on D from left to right. Molnar coming in, referee blowing the whistle. Girls need to back up on that half wall. Back onto the circle. Face off won by the selection in the corner. Cut off by King along with Golden. Golden got a piece of it off for Shingards. Hangs onto it in front of the Zamdor. She's pinned in. Down comes King. In comes Molnar at the left circle. They're looking for the puck to squirt out. King gets on the offensive side of it now, trying to drag it forward. It's a 2-on-1. And it's going to be Golden doing a nice job of hanging on to it. Don't know if we're going to get a frozen puck. The referee must see it moving. She's not even looking to blow the whistle. And it's picked up by the Selects up here to the near side, squirting out of the zone. Poke checked away by Pape. Collected by Molnar. Bouncing puck at center. And it knocked loose by the Sabres. Over to King. King battling it out in front of the penalty boxes. She goes down. Molnar gets on it. Golden tries to chip it in deep. And it finally makes its way into the hands of the Selects defender, who curls around here to the near side. So BK going with some different colors here. They usually are black and red. That's what I have up on the scoreboard. And they're powder blue. Shot blocked by Krushelnyski. I don't know if that's something new completely for the Selects, and I have to change my color on my scoreboard or what. Down in the corner it goes for Krushelnyski. Poke checked away by Q, and it's going to be Lee over to the far side for Conklin. Out of the zone it goes into the hands of Selects. And it's going to be Patak on the forecheck. Selects go right back the other way and send in the zone past Pape. And it'll be Charlotte Lee behind the net of Q. Charlotte Lee in the left corner gets her pocket picked by the Selects. Thrown away into the hands of Patak. Patak on the far side, pushing it up in front of the Select benches. Conklin in tow along with Charlotte Lee. Patak in the right wing corner. She's pinned in. Here comes Conklin at 750, along with Lee. 2-on-3 battle. Pinching in hard is going to be Rocky. She poaches back in the hands of Conklin. Gets her pocket picked by the Selects in the battle on the half walls and squirts out to the blue line. Cut off by Erickson. Right in front of the blue line. Thrown back in the zone by Conklin. And it'll be Patak on the forecheck now. Patak here to the near side. Coming into the left wing circle. Bouncing up, and here it goes. Kicked loose by Patak. Monaco comes in on the forecheck now. The one-man wrecking crew forcing to throw it to the outside. And they go cross ice. Right in front of them. Thrown away by Selects all the way behind the net. Slowed up by Q. Picked up here by Andy Hall. Hall breaks it out to Cinquino. Cinquino cross ice for Belanger. Belanger collects it with 2 on it. Makes a move around the defender. Headed to that is going to be later Monaco. Monaco picks up, sending pass to Cinquino, blocked by the Selects in the right wing corner for Belanger. Belanger pushed off, hit puck here to the near side, and Selects coming in. Chip past Hall, thrown all the way down. That'll be an icing once it gets there. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 6:52 to go here in the period. Word has it on the street from one Mike Evan, they changed their colors to match school colors after last year. So it looks like I'll have to change that logo and the scoreboard colors. Out there now is going to be Patak along with Charlotte Lee and Ligda. Blue liners are going to be Krushelnyski and Hall. Looking to fire top of the left circle, fires a shot. Glove save by Q. 6:41 to go here in the period. Faceoff goes into the left wing circle in the offensive zone for the Selects. Andy Hall in the slot along with Conklin and Patak. Charlotte Lee going to take your draw. Face off for Krushelnyski, slamming it over here to the near side, tied up by Patek, cut off by the Selects, off the back of the glass behind the net in the hands of the Selects on the far side. Coming in is going to be Conklin, out to left point, firing one wide right here to the near side. That's Andy Hall going to have to come and get it. Knocked loose off the shin guards of Hall into the hands of Lee. Lee over to Conklin, did not get a piece of it. That should be an icing if it gets there, and it will be. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 6:18 to go here in the period. Face-off goes into the right wing circle. Out there now is going to be Eva Molnar. Goldman. Looks like Cinquino. Monaco and Pape on D. In the slot goes Golden, then Gianna, and then Cinquino. Molnar on the draw towards Pape. One face-off won by the Selects. Out towards Golden. Cycling back here to the near side. Picked up by Pape. Pape at the blue line. Had muscled out to the blue line to Golden. Couldn't get it on his own. Kept in by the Selects. Pape giving chase. Poke checks are free. In the right wing corner. Back and picked up by Selects. High slot. Firing a backhand shot in the left wing corner. Monaco comes in. Gets a girl tied up. Puts her in the wall. Puck is loose here for... That's going to be... Taken down is going to be Lee. Oh, it's going to be number... That's Dylan King, folks. It's not Cinquino. It's 12, not 21. Learn how to read my numbers. Out to the left point. Coming out is King. Firing a shot. Saved by Quinn Kelly. Rebound on the far side from Molnar. Molnar throws it out of the zone. That puck's going to be an icing. It's going to be Golden in the foot race. And we're going to get the icing at 5:38 to go here in the first period. So we're going to bring that one all the way back. Face off in the left wing circle to the right of Kelly. Cinquino and Ligg in the slot with Hall. Belanger on your face off. And Pape, your other defender. Out to the left point, past Golden. Left wing hash marks now. Out to the high slot towards Cinquino. Cinquino going to come over to the right side. Forcing the throw in the right wing corner. Belanger knocks it free for Pape. Pape shoving one up the boards, cut off by Selects. And the girl forward from Selects blows a tire there and falls down. Coming in is going to be Belanger to knock loose back in the hands of Selects. High slot, looks to fire a shot. Blocked by Cinquino. Back in the hands of the Selects. Thrown right back into the right wing corner by the Selects. Looking to go right back, playing in Gretzky's office. Fires a shot, saved by Quinn Kelly. We're going to get a whistle at 5:07 to go here in the first period. And Cotelli goes for the line change. Lineup out there now will be Krushelnyski and Hall on D. Up front will be Conklin and Patek. Charlotte Lee going to take your face-off in the right wing corner for Hall. Hall bounces one up off the glass in the glove of Patek. Patek going to push out of the zone. BK Selects gets her pocket, picked by Patek. Patek and Conklin. Patek, left wing circle. On the left wing corner it goes. Picked up here to the near side by Conklin. Back in the corner for Patek along with Conklin and Lee. Lee backing up now as that F3 bottom of the left circle, feet right on the goal line. The 1-on-2 battle. Patek trying to get it out. Knocked down by Conklin. Back in the hands of Patek, who drags over to the right wing side. Looks to send a bouncing Karen past the Hall. Hall, right point. Back over to Patek. Chip down low for Lee. Lee goes behind the net. Creeping in is Krushelnyski. Lee hangs on to it. We're going to get a whistle as the net is off at 4:29 to go here in the period. And an offensive zone face-off for the Sabres. Headed back into the offensive zone is going to be Ligda, Belanger, and Cinquino. Blue liners are going to be Krushelnyski and Hall. Cinquino on that half wall, Ligda in the slot. Cinquino creeping in, face-off one, picked up by the Selects. There was one by the Sabres, but Selects forward came in and stole it away. On the top of the left circle, trying to make a move around. Ligda knocked down on a spinner. High stick will be the call. As the girl from Selects knocked it out of midair above her shoulders. And we're going to take that one all the way down, folks, at 4:18. Face-off heads into the right wing circle, the offensive zone for the Sabres. Defensive change now. Looks like a wholesale change for the Sabres. Patek, Lee, and Conklin up front. Monaco and Erickson on D. And the referee from the far near side blue line coming over, having some words for Conklin and her counterpart. Lee wins the draw, wins it over to Erickson. Erickson sent one back and picked off by the Selects, knocked loose by past Lee, or out past Lee, past Erickson. Picked up by Gianna. Gianna sends it up the doors towards Lee, back in the hands of G. G gonna chip it over here to the near side. Patak gonna come and get it. Here comes Nora walking it in the high slot, or high side left point. Poke check forward by G in the left corner, coming down as Lee. Lee gets on the offensive side of it. Looking for Conklin, trying to cycle it down low. Poke check by Patak. Puck is loose left face-off dot. Conklin hacks at it. Puck is still loose in the hands of the Selects. One-on-one in front of G. Firing a shot right into the glove of Q. And we'll get a whistle at 3:44 to go here in the period. Shot from way out on top of the circle. And Quinn Kelly able to see it the whole way. Face off into the right wing circle now. To the left of Kelly's glove. Then the Sabres change things up front to Cinquino and Golden, along with Belanger on your draw. Monaco and Erickson still on D. Monaco in the left wing, right wing corner picks it up, cycles it for Rocky, and picks it up, sends it off the glass, but it's cut off by the Selects first right here in front of us. Punch forward by Erickson, past the Selects defender, and to be picked up by them here to the near side. Cut off by Cinquino. Pick the pocket is going to be Golden, who sends one in the zone. It's going to be Cinquino in with speed in a foot race in the right wing corner. Select's going to throw it away quick. Here to the near side, past Belanger. And the Sabres get a line change in on D. Coming in is going to be Krushelnyski over her stick. And it's going to be picked up by number 18, Emma Pape. She makes a move at the blue line, sends it over to Krushelnyski. Krushelnyski with two on her. Hits it up to Belanger. Belanger to Golden. Golden's got Monaco going with her. Belanger, or Golden to Monaco. Play broken up by the Selects. Golden coming in. Now Belanger knocks it free into the hands of a one-man wrecking crew. Elena down low, left to right, carrying it off the right wing side. Pushing it back up, sends it over to the point for Pape. Pape walks the line like Johnny Cash, fires a shot, tipped in the stadium, but it goes to the back end of Monaco. Monaco puts a body out and knocks it loose in the left wing corner for King. King over to Krushelnyski, walking it in, left circle, fires a shot, rebound out front, poke check by Belanger, but it's smothered by the goaltender at 2:42 to go here in the first. And that is the best chance the Sabres have had so far in this contest. We're putting one in. Sustained pressure by the Maroon Marauders here at 2:42. Face-off goes into the left wing circle. It'll be Monaco, Molnar, and King up front, left to right. It'll be Pape and Krushelnyski on D. And they're kicking both centers out of the face-off dot. King coming in to take your draw. Face-off coming in. Monaco comes in ready. Fires a shot. Rebound for Monaco. Boy, she came in streaking hard. Took out two girls in the process. Here to the near side. Knocked loose past Molnar. Picked up by the Selects. 2-on-2 with King back checking. Here to the near side. Going to be picked up by Pape in the right wing corner. Pape cuts it off. Sends it behind the net. Intercepted by the Selects. Molnar comes in and knocks it loose. Pape gets on the defensive side of it, or offensive side of it. Trying to drag it forward as Emma Pape. Held on to by the Selects. Going over top of the right. Go towards Monaco. Wide right. Shot blocked by Molnar. Out to the right point for Monaco. Out of the zone it goes. It's going to be Gianna Elena forechecking. Poke check past King. Stepping up is going to be Krushelnyski. And thrown into the left wing corner down behind the net of Q for Pape. Pape sends it over to Krushelnyski. A little bit of speed. Krushelnyski going to send it out. Kick loose by the side of the Selects. And it's become right back in front of Molnar along towards Pape. Top of the right circle. Sabres do not get the full line change in. Past Cinquino. Chopped at by Molnar on the backhand. Swung over here to the near side. Pape coming in along with Andy Hall. Pape picks it up, send it over to Cinquino. Cinquino trying to get it out. Kept in the blue line, knocked loose by Conklin. Picked back up by Pape, trying to push it forward. Kept in by the Selects, and the Sabres need a line change. Emma Pape been out there for an extended shift with 93 seconds to go here in the period. Along with Molnar, they've been pinned in. Bounces over the blue line out of the zone finally, and Conklin coming in. Here comes Cinquino. Pape unable to get off the ice. Sent back behind the net of Kelly in the left wing corner for Andy Hall, who sends a bouncing puck behind the net. Cut off by Nora Patak. She's got a girl pinned in. Here comes Pape with a $1:15 to go. 2-on-2 battle. Patak wins the battle. And they're coming up here to the near side. Bounces it up and out of play towards the benches. Almost took out Coach Ellie. She almost was spitting chicklets there, folks. 1:07 to go here in the first period. I don't know if Shattuck offers dental insurance for their coaches, but my guess is they do. Face-off goes into the left wing circle in the offensive zone for the Sabres. Face-off one for G. G sends over here to the near side for bad bounce off the boards into the hands of Hall. Hall pass league out towards Belanger. No icing, it was tipped. Here comes Belanger, thrown away by the goaltender right wing side. Coming down low is going to be kept in by Gianna. Chip past Gianna, picked up by Andy Hall. Hall hits the brakes and the girl from Selects flies right by. Hall over here to Belanger. Belanger pushes it up the ice into the hands of Charlotte Lee. 40 seconds to go. Lee, left wing, right wing circle, hits the brakes, flies right by. Bounces it over to G. G walks in, fires one low. Tipped by Ligda, back in the left wing corner, looking for the redirect. Out here to the near side towards Hall, kept in by Hall. Fires one, chopped at by Belanger. And it's picked up by the Selects, chopping one back behind the net. Ligda going to get it, left wing circle, sends one back behind the net for Lee. He's got it pinned in. Cut off by Belanger. Belanger to Ligda, just poke checked away by the Selects defenseman. And a loose change collected by Hall. Hall sends it behind the net, slowed up by the referee, get out of the way, stripes, and they fire one all the way down into the hands of Kelly. Kelly to Cinquino, Selects get the line change all the way up towards Hall. Hall walking it in left side, over to Charlotte Lee, kept in by Cinquino. Cinquino fires a shot, rebound out front, and a save by the goaltender, and that sound is the end of the first period. So at the end of one, it's 0-0 here at the Super Rink as we head to the first intermission. This first intermission brought to you by Benny's Beverage Depot. If you can't find it at Benny's, it ain't worth drinking. Enjoy the intermission, folks. By the way, it's the ice cut intermission because we started on dirty ice. So for those of you that want to go get yourself a sandwich, a cup of coffee, pop, something like that, a little snack, we'll see you back here in about 10 minutes. Welcome back, folks, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Let's get ready for some second period hockey. Your starting lineup here for the second period: Ligda, Belanger, and Lee. Vernig and Hall on DQ has the net. 15 minutes on the clock, and the Sabres are working from left to right if you're listening on the radio. Lee drops it back to Vernig. Vernig behind the net of Kelly over to Hall. Hall swings over to Ligda. Ligda trying to touch one forward. She slams it out of the zone. That puck's going to slide all the way down for an icing, and we're going to bring that one all the way back. 14:41 to go. Face off in the right wing circle to the left of Kelly's glove. In the slot goes Lee, then Ligda. Vernig backed up in the I formation below Ligda. Belanger, the pride of Quebec, going to take your draw. Andy Hall down in the right corner, just slightly off the hash marks. Face off one for Hall. On her backhand, drops it over here for Vernig. Vernig trying to throw it off the glass to Ligda. Pushed out of the zone by Brooklyn. Knocked down by the Selects, chip past Vernig, and here it goes in the right wing corner for Hall. Andy coming down low, hits the brakes behind Kelly, slams over to the far side for Ligda. Ligda up off the boards for Belanger. Belanger with speed, trying to push in one-handed. Cut off by the Selects in the left wing corner. Belanger fighting through the body check. Charlotte Lee trying to pinch it back in the left wing corner, and it's picked up loose change by Cinquino here to the near side. Cinquino over to the point for Vernig. Vernig back to Cinquino, top of the right circle. Fans on the shot, looking for the high danger chance there, and just missing on it is number 21. Out to the left point, cut off by Hall, picked up by the Selects. Going down is one of the girls from Selects. Loose change collected by Belanger, and up front for Cinquino. Knocked free for Hall. At the blue line of the Selects, muscled in the zone by Andy Hall, who lost the glove, and wraps it around here to the near side. Cinquino on the forecheck with Conklin. Conklin, right hash mark. Picks it up in the right corner, down low for Patak. Patak, set it up to Cinquino, was tied up, and here comes the Selects the other way. It's left and right. In front of Monaco. Top left circle, Monaco going to push her off left wing hash mark. Ties it up, hooks it up, lifted for Patak. Chip past Monaco. Down low for, that's going to be Pape now, out to the right point, past Cinquino, over the stick of Pape. Left for Monaco behind the net of Kelly. Monaco to Pape. Pape up front, just past Patak, out of the zone, it's going to go. Collected by BK, who curls back around up in front of the Sabre benches. And cut off by a Conklin in front of the penalty boxes. She's going to run her off. Loose change for Pape. Pape goes right up off the boards for Conklin. Past her stick, it's going to be an icing as Matea did not get a piece of it. And at 13:07 to go here in the second period, we're going to bring that one all the way back into the right wing corner to the left of Kelly's glove. Jocelyn Field makes her way out onto the ice with Dylan King along with Crucial Niski in the slot. Charlotte Lee going to take your face-off. And on the half wall, looks like that's going to be Adrian Erickson. Erickson, DDD pass over here to Crucial Niski, backhanded forward by Field. Knocked right back in by the Selects, collected by Crucial Niski. Slamming it up off the dasher boards, out of the zone it goes. That puck's going to slide all the way down for an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 12:51 to go. If I didn't tell you, there was 15 minutes on the clock to start this period. And the Sabres stand pat with their lineup. Charlotte Lee going to take the face-off. King and Crucial Niski backed up by Field. And they're kicking the centerman for BK out, saying the left winger was encroaching. Charlotte Lee wins the face-off for King. King pushes it up towards Field, intercepted by the Selects, and thrown behind her partner into the left wing corner. Will be Field on the forecheck. Look to go D-to-D quick. Cut off by King. Three blue jerseys, blue and black jerseys in front of the net, or down in the corner. Get my locations right here. King on the forecheck now, tipping it back over for Charlotte Lee. Lee in the right corner now. Lee pinned into the wall. Down low for Field. Field and Lee going to work 2-on-2, 50-50 battle. Backing up is going to be King. She goes for the line change now. Lee hemmed in, picked up by Field. Right face-off out to the point for Vernig. Off her skates and out of the zone. Over here to Crucial Niski. Jaden back to Josie. JJ, Josie up the ice towards Juliana Golden. Tips in. It's going to be Eva Molnar and Elena Monaco on the forecheck now. Chip past Monaco. Monaco runs her off and takes the girl down. Coming in is going to attack Monaco for Molnar. Monaco put another one in the wall. It's going to be Golden coming in, cuts it off. Back to Molnar. Molnar trying to get it out to Golden. Chip back out to the point for Hall, who walks in and fires at fans on it. Bouncing puck in the left wing corner. Directed away by the goaltender. Out to left point is going to be trying to get it back to Hall was Molnar, and it's picked up by the Selects on the far side. Offsides. That was bad. That was really bad offsides. It'll be Vernig trying to push it up the ice here to Golden. Golden goes cross ice for Monaco. Here comes the one-man wrecking crew across center. Going to send it up off the glass in the zone. It'll be Golden on a forecheck by her lonesome. Golden pinned in, looking for support. Here comes Ligda and Belanger. Belanger kicked it free. Pinching in hard will be Hall. Send it back over to Belanger, cut off by the Selects. They run into each other. Belanger comes in, bottles, fires a shot. Up in the air, high it goes. Down low for Golden. Golden to Ligda. Back to Belanger. Belanger's got Vernig open. Belanger hangs on to it, cycles it for Vernig now. Right wing corner, Vernig gets run off. Back out off the skates for the referee. Get out of the way, stripes. Back out to the left point. Here comes the Selects the other way. Throws some area hockey up the boards. Cut off by Belanger as it made into the hands of Vernig. Vernig up to Ligda. Thrown right back in the hands of the Selects. Now they go cross ice to create space. Belanger trying to poke check it free. Kicked away by Charlotte Lee into the left wing corner and collected by Vernig down by the Zandors. Vernig, D to Hall. Hall, right corner. Sends it back to Vernig. Vernig, here to the near side, sends it up to Ligda. Passed her out of the zone into the hands of Selects for Belanger on the fortune along with Charlotte Lee. Towards the penalty boxes, Hall cuts it off, and it's sent in deep by the Selects. Puck lands in off wing corner behind the net of Q. Coming up, trying to cycle it. Kicked loose by Vernig. Picked back up by Selects towards Ligda. Ligda fires a shot, saved by Kelly. A battle in front of that puck is still loose. Pushed forward by Lee, knocked down by the Selects, kept in. Fires one off the back of the net. Selects coming in, Belanger going to run her up, and we're getting a penalty on Belanger. And let's see, they're going to call body checking at 10:08 for Belanger. So the Sabres are shorthanded at 10:08. They're headed to the PK. This penalty kill brought to you by Classic Packaging of Northbrook, Illinois. Classic Packaging. You can't have a penalty without a box. Your killers out there now are going to be the Monaco sisters, the electric company on the right flank. Conklin going to take your draw. And Emma Pape is your other blue liner. Here comes Monaco, comes streaking out hard. Fires one wide left of the post of Kelly. Comes in as Gianna. Knocked loose in the left wing corner. 9:59 to go here to play it out towards G. G going to force the left wing corner. Puts a body on her. Puts it in the corner. Ties it up. Puck is loose. Knocked free by Monaco again. And it's chipped in over the blocker of Quinn Kelly. Take a look at the replay, folks. Monaco had her hemmed in. Kicked free by Selects, and she got the inside position and goes short side. Number 17 looked like on the goal. On the power play at 9:49. And it's 1-0. Making your way back out to center ice. It'll be Conklin, Patak, and Cinquino. Blue liner is going to be Erickson and Krushelnyski. Erickson in front of the Select benches, sends it down to Cinquino, knocks out of midair. Cinquino chips one into the right corner. It'll be Conklin and Patak on a forecheck. Out past Patak into the hands of Krushelnyski. He's going to throw one right back the other way. And it'll be Cinquino on the forecheck. Icing? That was not icing. She was inside the center line, folks. She was. They called that icing. I think they missed that one. Out there now will be Cinquino in the slot along with Conklin and Hall. Patak on your face-off. Vernig in the half wall. Face-off one for Hall. She's going to send it over to the far side for Cinquino. Chipped out his own offsides. Sidlock's to it right back. They're going to regroup, and it's picked up by Andy Hall, giving Andy a little bit of time and space. She goes to the outside, collected by the Selects, going right back to the lake, kept in by Cinquino. Bounced loose to the blue line, picked up by Conklin. Patak, no, that's Conklin. Conklin along the boards, coming in as Patak for support. Now getting back on side, is going to go back into position as Hall. Cinquino backing up as F3. Patak trying to muscle it forward. Out to the point. Selects throw it out of the zone. Cinquino went for the line change. Over here to Vernig. Vernig hits the brakes at center, going to try to push up the ice. She's cut off. Chipped up in the air into the hands of Charlotte Lee. Knocked free by the Selects, picked up by Vernig. Vernig makes move around the forechecker into the hands of Field. Field over here to the near side. Johnson across center, going to push it forward. Johnson walking in right side, curling back around to her forehand. Back across the high slot. Field on the backhand. Sends it over to the slot for Pape. Pape fires one direct in the left wing corner. Down low for Field. Into the glove of the goaltender who smothers it at 8:31 to go here in the second period. lineup out there now is going to be Monaco and Pape on D. Belanger going to take your face-off. Charlotte Lee on right wing. Lugda on left. It's going to be Lee down low. Picking it up in the left wing corner. Chop loose for the far side for the Selects. Trying to muscle it out. Chip past Pape. 2-on-1 in front of Monaco. High right face-off. Not coming to fire the shot. Wide left. Swung over here to the near side on the rebound. Cut off by Belanger. Poke check by Gianna. Fires the shot easily into the glove of Kelly. At 8:10 to go here in the second period. Face-off going to go to the left wing circle. Selects and the Sabres go for a defensive change. Selects go for a wholesale change. Their lineup out there now will be Krushelnyski and Eriksson on D. Belanger takes the face-off. Krushelnyski chipping it forward for Belanger. That puck's going to slide all the way in the right wing corner for an icing. And Belanger looked like she had the inside position on that icing, but at 8 minutes to go, we're going to get a whistle, and we're going to bring that one all the way back. Into the left wing circle it goes. To the right of Kelly's blocker. Belanger going to take your face-off. Charlotte Lee in the slot with Eriksson and Ligden. Krushelnyski in left D, or right D, out to the right point, firing a shot. Shot blocked by Ligden. Regrouping, another shot blocked by Belanger this time. She looked like she got hurt on it. Coming in is Charlotte Lee. Picked up by the Selects, going back over to the right point. Walking in, top right circle, fires a shot. Rebound here to the near side for Krushelnyski. Chip back down low. Belanger going to pin her in. On the far side, slammed out towards the right point, kept in by the Selects, right in front of their own benches. Chip past Ligda, knocked loose by Rocky, down low for Belanger. She cuts off, and battling behind the net. Eriksson and Belanger going to work against two. On the defensive side is going to be Belanger. Here comes Krushelnyski now. Fished out by the Selects on the far side, top of the right circle. Poke check by Ligda, sent out of the zone by Eriksson. That puck's going to go all the way down for an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 7:14 to go here in the period. And the Sabres go for the line change. Out there now will be Monaco, Golden, and Vernig in the slot. Molnar going to take your draw. Hall in the right corner. Face off one for Hall. Hall curling around, sends a little chip pass behind the net for Vernig. Vernig trying to push it up towards Golden. Golden sending it forward towards Monaco. It's going to be Elena in a foot race down behind the net in the left wing corner. Picked up by the Selects. We're going to get a whistle for the icing. At 7:01 to go here in the period. We're going to bring that one all the way back. Lineup stays the same for the Sabres. Hall, then Golden and Monaco in the slot. Molnar on your face-off. Into the hands of Andy Hall. Going to swing it over to the far side. Kept in by the Selects. They read that perfectly. Right wing Hashmarks out to the right point towards Monaco. Looks at the breaks off the Monaco stick. Bounces to the right point. The right face-off. That's saved by Kelly. Knocked loose by the Sabres here to the near side. Golden coming in. Right face-off dot. Picked up here by Vernig. Vernig on the far side over to Hall. Hall hits the brakes in front of the Selects benches. She's looking for support here. Up the ice towards Elena. Off her skates it goes and sends it in deep. Down behind the net of the Selects. Golden on the forecheck. D-to-D pass on the far side towards Cinquino. Out to the left point for Vernig, who fires a shot. Wide left of the net here to the near side. Golden coming in now. Thrown forward into the hands of Selects. Right off the skates of the forward. Picked up here by Patak. Patak inside. Left wing circle. Hits the brakes. Looking for a drop pass for Cinquino. Cinquino gets cross-checked the numbers. We're going to get him Sabres power play here. Patak sends one in the right corner. And it's going to be touched up by the Selects. And we'll get a whistle. At 6:05 to go here in the period, and the Sabres are going to end on a one-man advantage. Roughing will be the call. And headed to the sin bin is number 19, it looks like. And that'll be a one-man advantage for the Sabres. This power play brought to you by Gene and Jude's Hot Dogs in River Grove on River Road. Gene and Jude's, no seats, no ketchup, no pretense, no nonsense. Your power play unit out there will be Krushelnyski, Lee, and Belanger up front. Hall and Conklin, your other defenders. And down in the corner will be Lee. Lee to Hall at the high point. Hall coming back, sends it into the corner now for Krushelnyski. Coming over is Belanger. Picked up by Belanger. Belanger comes across to the slot, couldn't get the shot off. Drags it into the left corner now, down low for Lee. Lee over to Belanger, and the puck's going to slide out of the zone with 1:35 to go on that Gene and Jude's power play. Collected by Andy Hall in front of her own blue line. Curling back around, now takes it to the far side. Hits the center line towards the penalty box. He's going to send one in deep. Wrapping it around behind the net minder. Picked up here by Charlotte Lee and Belanger and the forecheck. Pinching here is going to be Krushelnyski. And all the way down, it's going to go towards the net of Kelly. Slowed up by Q. Hall coming to retrieve it at 1:13 to go on the power play. 5:16 here in the period. Hall pushing it up the ice now. Over here to Conklin. Conklin across center, trying to headman it to Patek. Fished out by the Selects. Pushed back in the hands of Hall. Hall backing up in front of her own blue line now. And sent over here to the near side in the hands of Golden. Golden going to send one in deep. It's going to be Patek along with Belanger and a forecheck. Patek trying to dig it out of the wall. Into the right corner, met by the Selects. Over the stick of Vernig, thrown all the way down. With 44 seconds to go here on the Gene and Jude's power play. Vernig collects the loose change. Making her way out, there's going to be Gianna Monaco. Vernig gets her pocket picked in front. Monaco comes back to retrieve it. Here comes G. G over the field, just past the reaching hands of Jocelyn. Picked up by the Select. Off the stick of Field, into the hands of Monaco. Drops it for Vernig. Vernig the other side to Golden. Golden going to carry it in left side in front of the Sabre benches. Top of the circle. Monaco heads of the net. Here comes Golden. Golden over to Vernig, right point. Vernig fires one off the shin guards. Puck's going to slide out of the zone with 12 seconds to go. And it's picked back up by Vernig as the Sabres regroup. Back to Golden. Golden off the stick of Field. Puck swirls behind the net. Coming in is going to be Monaco on a forecheck. Slammed out of the far side. Pass attack. And it's picked up here by Golden. Throw past Golden by the Selects into the right wing corner. Coming down low is going to be Vernig. On the back check, coming down low is Field. Out towards Golden. Now Ligda. In the right wing corner. Need another defenseman. Here comes Krushelnyski. Looking to fire a clapper. Blocker save, glove saved by Kelly. Directed by her stick in the left wing corner for Vernig. Vernig to Field. Out of the zone it goes. We are even strength, folks. I'll get rid of that graphic for you. And there's 3:40 remaining here in the period. Thrown out of the zone by the Sabres into the hands of the Selects. Thrown right back the other way. They touch it up offside. And it's picked up by Krushelnyski. Thrown behind the net. Over here to the near corner for Vernig. Poke checked away by the Selects. Knocked loose by Field. Left point. Looking to fire a shot. Wide left. Looking for the redirect. Knocked down by the Selects. Into the hands of Golden out to the right point. Selects trying to fire one. Into the right corner. Blocked by Krushelnyski. Back in the hands of the Selects. Cut off by Golden out to the right point. Walks in to fire another one. Tipped by the forwards. Back behind the net. Looking to wrap around. Saved by Kelly. Puck is still loose in front of the net. Picked up by Golden out to the left point. 3 minutes to go. Back in front. Blocked by Field. Poke check by Ligda. Collected by the Selects. Ligda trying to muscle it forward. Kept in with the active sticks by BK. And thrown right back into the right wing corner. Loose change for Vernig. Vernig up off the glass. Out of play it goes. And we're going to get a whistle at 2:46 to go here in the period. And Sabres go for the line change. Out there now for the Sabres will be Conklin and Lee in the slot with Gianna Monaco. Tape on the half wall. And Elva Belanger was on your face-off. Monaco trying to chip it out of his own. She does. Off the stick of the forward or defender. It's going to be Belanger on the forecheck now. Belanger going to take it all in the left hand corner. Cut off by Lee. Cycling back down low. Picked up by Conklin. Conklin to Lee now. Pape open in the high slot. Out to Gianna. Up and out of play it goes. Almost took out Coach Boyk. She would have had a headache if that would have hit her. 2:28 to go here in the second period. Face-off goes into the left wing circle. Belanger going to take your face-off. Lee on the half wall. Conklin in the slot. Pape and G on D. Belanger gets tossed out of the face-off circle because Conklin had her feet inside the circle. Referee having some words for Conklin. Trying to make a move around Belanger. They do. Backing up is going to be G on the far side. Gianna going to cut her off. Pull it up. Picked up here by Charlotte Lee. Lee over here. Tipped forward by Pape. Pape in the hands of Eric. Conklin sends one forward for Belanger in the right corner. Belanger curling back around. She's got Lee. One-timer fan on by Monaco. Didn't see it. And it's picked up here by Erickson, who's going to send one in deep. Sabres need to regroup. Still calling offsides. Both of them touched up. At 1:56, face-off will be just outside the zone. I actually thought all the girls got back on side at one point, but I guess not. Out there now will be Cinquino and Monaco flanking Patak. Hall and Erickson are your blue liners. Face-off won by the Selects, coming in and chipped out of zone right into the hands of Andy Hall. Back it up, Hall throws over to Erickson. Erickson back to Hall, over to Cinquino. Cinquino gonna send one down. No icing, it's waved off. Into the right corner, here comes Monaco and Patak. Monaco picks it up, sends it out to Erickson. Erickson puts the fire. Shot blocked up the stick of Select, picked up by Patak. Coming down low, Monaco gonna body the girl off the puck. And it's picked up by Patak. Patak down low, back in the hands of Monaco. Monaco walks it over, out to the point for Erickson. Erickson back to Elena, off her stick, directed into the right wing corner for Patak. Patak gets pinned in, here comes Cinquino. Thrown away by the Selects on the far side, pinching in his Hall. Out toward here they come 2-on-1 the other way. And it's picked up by the Selects. Walking it in top of the left circle over to the far side. Near side, saved by Quinn Kelly. Hope checked away by Monaco, back behind the net, knocked loose by Erickson into the left corner. And it's picked up by the BK. Going over to the right point towards Cinquino. Makes a move. Toe drag release. Saved by Kelly. Picked up by Erickson. Slammed over here to the near side. Left wing hash marks now. Out to the right point once again towards Cinquino. Fires a shot. Rebound slotted away by Kelly. Picked up by Erickson over here to the near side. And we're going to get a whistle as the net was off at 46.6 seconds to go here in the period. And it's going to be picked up here by the wholesale change by Coach Ellie. Conklin, Belanger, and Charlotte Lee. Crucial, Niski, and Vernig up front. Centerman for BK being kicked out of the circle. Lee on your draw, face off one to Crucial Niski. Crucial Niski curls around, sends over to the far side for Belanger. Belanger at her own blue line, leaves it for Lee. Lee with his own entry over to Conklin, into the left corner, picked up by the Selects. Lee trying to pick her pocket from behind. She does get her tied up. Conklin on defensive side of it, shovels it down low for Lee, picked up by the Selects. Here to the near side, cut off by Belanger, bouncing puck towards the blue line, picked up by Lee, who trickling out of the zone into the hands of Vernig. Vernig goes up the ice for Crucial Niski. Jaden heads it to Conklin. Conklin, left circle, fires a shot off the shin guards here to the near side. Josie Vernig pushing it forward. We're going to get a whistle as the net is off. And faceoff's going to go outside the zone. Looks like Lee was going to knock the net off at 10.7 seconds to go here in the second. Headed out there now for the Sabres will be Field, Patak, and Golden from right to left. Crucial, Niski, and Vernig out of frame. Picked up by Vernig. Vernig over to Jake Krushelniski. Jaden fires one towards the goaltender. Stick save in the left wing corner. Picked up by the Selects. Knocked free by Patak. Coming in is Golden, where sound will be the end of the second period. So at the end of two, it's the BK Selects 1 and the Shattuck St. Mary Sabres 0 as we head to the second intermission. This second intermission brought to you by Villaggio's Italian Restaurant in Roselle, Illinois. Villaggio's, the number one Italian restaurant in Roselle. By Meat and Rocky. Stop in and see Berto, Edgar, Hugo, Brenda. Tell them I said hi, folks. Enjoy the intermission. Welcome back, folks. It's the final frame here in the Super Rink in Blaine, Minnesota. Your starting lineup for the Sabres here in the third. Lee, Belanger, Ligda, Monaco, and Hall on the blue line. 15 minutes are on the clock. Q has the net, and the Sabres are working from right to left if you're listening on radio. Play broken up by Gianna. Back behind the net for Hall. Hall swings over to the far side. It's going to get out to the left point. Kept in by the Selects. Towards Belanger. Belanger going to push it off. Puck is loose, left wing half ball, picked back up by the Selects. Sent one forward. Gianna had the girl tied up on the front of the net. Looks to fire a shot. It's directed away by Kelly in the far side. Back in the hands of the Selects. Bouncy puck, chip past Hall. Sent one behind the net over here to the near side. Coming in is Charlotte Lee. Lee sent it back behind the net. Blocked by Gianna into the hands of Hall. Hall left to right now. She's pinned in by two. Here comes Belanger for support. Going down is going to be Hall and the girl from the Selects. Loose change for Belanger over to Lee. Just past her reaching hands, out of the zone. Picked up by the Selects and throwing right back the other way over to the stick of Gianna behind the net of Kelly. Here comes G. G up the ice for Lee. Lee across the blue line looking for support. Lee fires a shot right in the glove of the netminder of BK. And we're going to get a whistle at 13:58 to go here in the period. Sabres complete the line change. Field in the slot, Golden on the half wall, Molnar into the center. Pape and Vernig are your blue liners from left to right. Face off one by the Selects. Golden coming in, knocks it free. Puck slides over to the far side for Vernig. Pass Vernig, collected by Field. Field cuts back. Fans on the deep, the chip in deep out to Vernig. Vernig over to, that's going to be Molnar. Molnar right wing hash mark, sends it down low. Picked up by Field. Field over to Golden now. Golden left wing corner. Curls back around left face-off dot. Golden held onto it by two. Over to Vernig. Vernig fires with bouncing puck. Stick saved by the goaltender. Into the right corner for Molnar. Molnar slams it over here to the near side for Golden. Golden going to body it off. Here comes Field to pick her pocket. Picked up by the Selects here to the near side. Thrown up the ice into the hands of Vernig. Sabres need to push it right back up the ice. Here they go at Vernig. Up past Golden. Into the right wing hash marks. Collected by the Selects. Thrown away past Field here to the near side, out towards Krushelnyski, left point. Krushelnyski fires one, no traffic in front of the net for the Sabres. And that puck's going to squirt out of the zone. It'll be Golden on the back check. 2-on-2 in front of Hall and Krushelnyski. Jaden chips it away to the far side, past the referee towards Field. Field backhands one towards the blue line, kept in by the Selects. Patak gets on the offensive side of it, pushing it up the ice towards the penalty boxes. And the Selects collect the loose change, pulling it back on the regroup. Right into the hands of Cinquino. And we're going to get an offsides as that puck was out of the zone and dragged back in by Tommy, who was trying to win that race to the blue line. So we'll get a face-off just outside the zone at 12:41 to go here in the third period. Cinquino, attack, Conklin, Krushelnyski and Hall. Attack just missing on that one. Cinquino trying to pick her pocket. She does. Sent in the left wing corner by Selects. Collected by Hall. Hall left to right, center, cycles it down low for Patak. Patak with speed, up off the glass it goes. Cinquino come hustling in. It's going to be picked up by the Selects, no icing. Cinquino going to wave her down low and harass her, and Cinquino going to force her to slow up and have to pick up is going to be Conklin. Here comes Patak on the defensive side of it as well. Chip forward to left wing Hashmark. Patak on the back check now, trying to push it back and couldn't get a handle on it. Swatted by Hall in front of Krushelnyski, knocked away by Krushelnyski, picked up by Cinquino. And they would have had numbers had they had momentum, but Sabres needed a line change. And here comes the Selects. Out in front of Belanger, towards Hall. Shot blocked by Hall. Body off the puck by Elena Monaco. Picked up by Hall, who golfs one out of there with a 9-iron. Going all the way down. Puck is spinning dime into the left corner for Belanger. Over to Monaco, who kind of loses an edge there and had to spin out. Thrown over to the far side by the Selects in front of Pape. 11:42 to go. Pape kicks it into the left wing corner. She's tied up. Knocked free for Lee. Lee to Hall. Hall making a move on it, cuts back down low. Hall hangs on to the loose change, sends it over to Elena. Here comes Monaco. Monaco couldn't get it out off the skates of the forward, over the defenders, into the hands of the Selects going the other way. Trying to cut Elena, looking to line that girl up. She heard the footsteps and threw it away for an icing as the one-man wrecking crew came in looking to get that girl blowing snot bubbles out of her nose had she not thrown away that puck. At 11:20 to go here in the third. Headed out there now for the Sabres is going to be Golden along with Molnar and Field up front. It'll be Gianna and Pape on the blue line, and they're kicking Molnar out. Here comes Field. Face off one cleanly out to Pape. Pape going to send one up off the glass down low for Molnar. It's going to be picked up by Golden. Bad bounce into the hands of Golden, cycling it back down low for Molnar. Swatted away by the Selects on the far side towards Field. Backing up is Pape. Cross-ice pass broken up by Molnar, collected by G. G right back the other way for Golden, going to send it in. Trying to put pressure on the Selects at 11 minutes to go. Golden knocks it loose in the left wing corner. She's got Field in the slot. Centering pass blocked by the Selects. Over here to the near side, Golden harassing. Here comes the Selects. The make-up breakout pass is made past Field. One-on-one in front of Gianna. Gianna going to take her to the corner. Shot and a save by Kelly. Over to the far side. Juicy rebound. Harassed by Molnar out of the zone. Here comes Golden. Golden one-hands it forward. And she blows it tired. Picked back up by the Selects towards Patak. Over here to the near side in front of Gianna. Top of the right circle. Going to fire one right into the glove of Q. We're going to get a whistle at 10:28 to go here in the period. Thought Q could have played that one. Face-off goes into the right wing circle. Attack on your draw. In the slot goes Cinquino, Conklin, and Vernig. Crucial Easy on the half ball. Face-off one for Vernig. Vernig bounces up here to the near side, kept in by the Selects. Chip pass Vernig. And Patak is on the defensive side. It looks to fire one towards the net. Is going to be a Select. Kick forward. Boy, that would have been bad bounce for them. Not in the favor of the Sabres, as that one sliding across the blue paint. Picked up by Krushelnyski, who sends one on his own over the stick of the defender. No icing as it's waved off. Down in the right corner for Conklin. Conklin got to body it loose. Here comes Patak now on the forecheck. Hacking at it, couldn't get to it. Selects coming right back the other way. Out towards Krushelnyski. Cross blue line, poke checked away by the Sabres. Picked up by Conklin. Caught him in a line change. But Sabres go for changes. Conklin by her lonesome. Matea kicked in the left wing corner, hanging on to it, looking for help. Coming down low as Matea's pinned in off the glove of Belanger. Glove down by Ligda. We're going to get a hand pass. And that's going to come out of the zone. Sabres go for the line change. 9:41 to go here in the period. Ligda, Belanger, and Lee. Hall and Monaco on D. Belanger cleanly back to Hall. Hall over to G. G fans on it. Gets collection back to the lead. About to just chip past Monaco. Down the left wing corner. Gianna comes down low to get it. Sends it over to Hall. Hall here to the near side. Up to Ligda. Ligda pushes it forward to Belanger. It's 2-on-1. 2-on-2 rather. It's going to be Belanger and Lee. In the left corner. Belanger hangs on to it. Over here to the near side. Belanger trying to chip it out towards Hall. Hall fires a clapper. Bouncing puck. Kicked loose in the hands of Lee. Picked up by Belanger. Fires a toe drag release. Blocked by the defender. Ligda coming in now. On the right wing hash marks. Ligda trying to push it forward. It's taking away the wall. It's going to be Selects. Coming in as Lee. Puck is loose for Ligda. Ligda trying to push it down low to Conklin. Couldn't get her. Belanger. It couldn't go. It's Lee on the back check. In front of Hall and Gianna. Here to the near side. 2-on-2. Bouncing puck behind the net. Into the left corner for Monaco. Monaco back to Hall, creating some space. 8:51 to go here in the period. Hall up towards Belanger. And Belanger cuts back at center. Out comes Golden. Hall joining the rush. Down in the right wing corner. Belanger maintaining control. Up towards his Andors. Bounces it out to Hall. Hall walks the line like Johnny Cash. Pulls it back. Fires a shot. Try the tip in was Golden. Rebound down low for Field. She gets pinned in by two. Golden going to have to hightail it back here in the back check. Out at center towards in front of Hall and Pape. Trying to go between the legs of Hall. Intercepted by Pape. And here comes the Sabres the other way. Pape goes cross ice for Golden. Golden, Field, and Pape along with Molnar. Golden fires a shot. Block. Rebound up front. Swatted at by Field. Back in the hands of Sabres. Now knocked away by the Selects. Coming in is Molnar in front of the Zandors towards Field. Bottom left goal. Firing one over the glove of the net minder. Far side for Pape. Pape backhands one in the right wing corner. Cut off by the Selects. Dropping it back as a defender. Coming in is Molnar. Cycling it back. Here comes Field. Thrown out here to the near far side. Backing up is going to be Golden, who knocks it free in front of the Select benches. But here comes BK. Picking up the loose change in front of Pape. Trying to make a move. Left face-off dot. Knocked away by Emma. Into the left wing corner. Broken up by Krushelnyski in front of the blue paint. Smothered by Q. And at 7:45, we're going to get a whistle. And an offensive zone face-off for the BK Selects. Headed out there now will be Cinquino, Conklin, flanking Patak. Blue Liners will be Vernig and G. Vernig on the half-off, Patak winning the face-off towards Conklin. Bodied off it back in the hands of the Selects. Curling back around to the backhand in the left wing corner. Cut off by Patak. Left face-off dot. Poke checked away. Cinquino takes it down. Loose change for Vernig. Trying to one-hand one into the hands of Conklin. Conklin throws it high off the glass, looking to get Cinquino. She breaks her free, springs her right corner, looking for Patak, sends one to the net. Here to the near side for G. G collects it, left wing Hesperks, fires one towards the net. Picked up by the Selects. Here they're coming out of the zone. Backing up is going to be Gianna, and along with Vernig and Conklin. Going to take her out to the left side, chipped into the left wing corner. Gianna going to get it. Gianna down low, sends it back over to Vernig. Vernig with time and space. Hits Conklin. Conklin up to Patak. One-handed forward, the pinching in forward. Thrown past Cinquino, intercepted by Vernig. Vernig going to send one up off the boards. That's going to go into the left wing corner. Here to the near side for Selects as they break it right back up the ice. Off the skates of Hall, picked up by Lee. 6:53 to go. Lee, right wing hash marks down in the corner, fires a shot. No rebound given as Elena Monaco came streaking in for the rebound. None given by the goaltender of BK. It'll be Belanger taking the face-off. Monaco, the one-man wrecking crew in the slot. And Charlotte Lee on the half wall. Blue Liners, Pape in them all from left to right. Face-off won by Belanger, and she's going to get it herself. Swung it over here to the near side for Pape. Pape going to get to it, chips it forward to Monaco. Monaco comes in. The girl, Quattromani from Selects, heard the footsteps. She came up short. Looked like Belena had a look coming in like a missile. Monaco comes in again and stuffs it there. Kept in by Hall. Right there, the blue line. Right in front there. Backing up is going to be Elena now. Punched in by Lee. Picked up by the Selects, going right back to the other way. And Belanger on the forecheck now. Trying to break it up. Sauced all the way across to the far side for Hall. Hall coming in. Sends it right back up the ice for Lee. Lee punches it forward in front of the penalty boxes. Looks to get it in the hands of Belanger, and it's picked up by the Selects. Thrown away, intercepted by Pape. Pape there, loose change at center. Picked up by the Selects in front of Hall, firing a shot right into the glove of Quinn Kelly. And we're going to get a whistle at 6 minutes to go here in the period. Sabres go for the line change. It'll be Molnar at center field and Golden in the slot. Monaco and Krushelnyski are your defenders with Monaco in the slot, Krushelnyski on the half wall, face off in the right wing circle, and they're tossing the center from BK. Face off for Molnar, tied up. Coming in is going to be Golden, trying to knock it loose. Picked up by a Select, trying to make a move around the field, out to left point. Firing a shot, blocked by Monaco. Thrown back here to the near side, the net is off. Must have been kicked loose by Q at 5:49 to go here in the period. Once again, the right wing circle. Coach Ellie goes for the line change up front on forward. Patak coming out to take the face-off. Cinquino and Conklin in the slot with G. Krushelnyski still on the half wall. Patak on a face-off, won it cleanly back for Krushelnyski. And Selects read that one on the switcheroo there in the left wing, right wing corner. Out to left point, firing a shot over the net of Kelly. Rebound for Cinquino. Up off the glass, bounced over the defender's stick. It's going to be Conklin on the forecheck. Conklin in the left wing corner, gets the inside position. Cuts it off, looking for Patak. Conklin hanging on to it. Got Monaco open at the left point, right point. Monaco fires one low, tipped the rebound out front. Trying to cut it, push it on the rebound was going to be Patak. And we'll get a whistle at 5:25 to go here in the period. Patak looking for the rebound. The goaltender doing a nice job to cover it before Patak can get her stick on it. Going to be a right wing circle face-off, and the Sabres go for the defensive change. Cinquino in the slot, Conklin on the half wall, Hall and Vernig left and right on D, and Patak going to take your face-off. And the coach from BK having some words for the referee. He wanted a penalty called on Conklin. I think that's what he's complaining about. He's not going to get it. They haven't called much in this game, that's for sure. Vernig off the right point line, sends it down to the corner for Cinquino. Cinquino getting two on her, out to Vernig. Vernig had one on her. She gets pinned in, chipped out past Conklin. Conklin going to pick it up. We'll send it over here to the near side for Hall. Hall pushing it up the ice, going to send one in deep. Cinquino going to come racing in down behind the net. She hooks it up, picks up the loose change. Cinquino coming out. Here comes Charlotte Lee to join the fray, along with Patak and Cinquino. Patak in the left wing corner, cycling it back down low. Lee picks her pocket, still battling in the left wing corner. Puck is loose for Patak. Patak going here. Cinquino heads to the slot. Patak behind the net, along with Lee. Still batting out 2-on-1. Lee trying to drag it out. She finally does. Lee pushes through the body check here to the near side in front of the Zamdors. Kept it in the hands of the Selects at 4:38. Back behind the goal line. D-to-D pass into the right corner. Now Cinquino goes for the line change. Blocked by Lee at the right wing half wall. She's pinned in. And picked up by the Selects D, going right to left, get out of the way, stripes. Lee in the left wing, right wing corner, couldn't get a handle on it. Helen J comes in trying to push through it, picked up by Lee. Lee curls back around to her backhand, back to Ligda. Ligda fires a one-timer, juicy rebound in the slot, and it's picked up by the Selects. There's nobody home, it's home from the Sabres. Helen J kind of get a piece of it, slows it up, picked up by Ligda. It's Ligda, Golden, and Belanger. Ligda sends one to the net, directed in the corner by the goaltender. Belanger gets to it. Golden on the offensive side, toe drag around Belanger, and here they come in front of Hall and Pape in a 3-on-2. Top of the right circle, picked up by Pape. Pape sent it over here to the near side. Golden gonna have to curl on and get it. Belanger tried to throw it out, kept in by the Selects. Punched up in the air, bouncing puck at the blue line, off the shin guards, knocked off to the far side in front of the Sabre benches. Here comes Ligda, thrown back behind the net, bouncing puck at 3:35 to go here in the period. Pape over to Golden. Golden pushes it out of zone, right into the hands of the Selects. Going right back in. Around top of the left circle for the Selects. Firing a shot. Pad save. Rebound. Another rebound saved by Q. In the left wing corner it goes for Golden. Golden going to send one out into the hands of the Selects at center. And back in the hands. BK going to work against Molnar. Molnar in field trapping. Picked up by Field. That's offsides. And Sabres going to have to regroup it here and touch back up. And it's going to be the Selects going to the far side against Golden. Gets across center. Sends one in deep past Gianna. Slowed up by Q. Picked up by Pape, who chops one over here to Golden. Golden out of the ice. Golden makes a move with the blue line. Cuts in. Goes cross ice. Trying to hit Field. Field. Bottom of the goal. Fires a shot. Stick saved by the goaltender. Up off the glass and towards the back of the net. Knocked loose by Molnar on the far side. Looking to get it over to Golden. Towards Gianna. Up the far side. Gianna going to poke check and stand her up. Puck goes into the left wing corner for Krushelnyski. Krushelnyski back behind the net. She's hunned in. Krushelnyski comes off. Sends it over to Gianna. Gianna on the far side now. Bounces one up forward towards Golden, but Golden couldn't go for the line change. She had no legs left, folks. Has a long shift for Juliana. Sent past Krushelnyski over the head of the referee. Get out of the way, stripes. Boy, they've been more in the way of anything out here. Picked up by Cinquino. Cinquino over to Conklin. 2-on-2. Cinquino with speed coming up hard. Conklin, top of the right circle, cuts back. Conklin fires a shot. Wide right. The defenseman got a stick on it from BK. Conklin comes back in, sent back behind the net. And we're going to get a whistle as the net is off at 2:05 remaining here in the third. Ocelli sends out Andy Hall. Hall and Vernig on D. Conklin on the half wall. Cinquino in the slot. Patak going to take your face off. Right wing circle draw. Face off won by the Sabres over to Hall. Hall between the legs of Conklin, down low for Cinquino. Cinquino dragging forward. She's pinned in by two. Chip past Conklin. Patak got to get on it now. Play broken up by the Sabres. Patak. Loose change picked up by Vernig. Vernig at center. Going to push it inside the zone. It's Vernig. Bottom left circle. Up in the air over the net. In the left wing corner. Still for Vernig. Vernig picks it back up. Over to Cinquino in the high slot. Out to Lee. Lee fires a whopper. Rebound out front for Patak. Swatted away by the Selects. Coming in is Cinquino. She bodies her off the puck. Picked up by Cinquino. Cinquino to Hall. Hall walking in. Fires a clapper. Rebound in the left wing corner for Patak. Patak coming in. Q goes to the bench. Ligda makes her way as the sixth attacker. 85 seconds to go. Out to Hall. Left point. Hall chips it over. Intercepted by the Selects. Thrown away, but it's picked up by Hall at center with the empty net. And it's going to be Hall. Sends it over D to Vernig with 1:12 to go. Vernig up the ice to Belanger. Belanger trying to get it to Conklin. Intercepted by Selects. Thrown away by the Selects into the hands of Belanger, who are pushing it up the ice, and the Sabres re-enter. Belanger fires one off the shin guards. Back to Belanger. She's got Hall open at the point. Hall's got a right defenseman over. One-timer from Vernig. Just missing wide left over to Belanger once again. Belanger to Hall. Hall up in the air off the stick of the defender. Cut off by the Selects. Here they're coming in. Vernig going to get a piece of it, and she does not. Number 18, with 44.5 seconds to go here in the third, scores the empty netter. Number 19, folks, sorry, 19. Thought it was 18. And it is 2-0. .5 seconds to go here in the contest. It'll be Golden along with Patak and Field. Blue Liners are going to be Krushelnyski and Pape. Crucial Nisi and a Gorbatenko flip it out the center towards the Golden. Picked up by the Selects. Bouncing puck all the way into the hands of Pape. Pape threw it in the middle. Picked off by the Selects. Back in the hands of Field. Field going to send one in deep. 26 seconds remaining. Out comes Patak on the forecheck. Q goes back. Field in front of that. Another sent one out there towards Pape. 19 seconds ago. Cinquino makes her way onto the ice. Pape gets slammed into the wall there. She gets back up. Down goes another girl from BK. Backing up is going to be Golden. Golden put into the wall. Out comes Field. Over towards Pape. Pape trying to push it out of the, pull it back out of there with 5 seconds to go. Picked up here by Patak. Patak trying to send over to Krushelnicki. And that sound is the end of the game. Your final score here at the Super Rink. Shattuck St. Mary 0, BK Selects 2. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. And we're going to head over to our favorite part, Rockies recap. For the visiting BK Selects, the old lone penalty, number 19, roughing at 6:05 in the second. Number 17 on the power play at 9:49 in the second period. And the empty netter by number 19 at 44.5 seconds to go in the third. For the home team, Shattuck St. Mary Sabres, the lone tally on the score sheet, Eva Belanger, body checking in the second period at 10:08. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Definitely not the results. And we will see you right back here in the Super Rink as the Shattuck St. Mary Sabres 19U squad takes on, let's see what we got here, North Alberta Extreme at 5 p.m. Once again, your final score here from the Super Rink. BK Selects 2, Shattuck St. Mary Sabres 0. Thanks for watching, and we will see you soon, folks.